Good start.
Why can't anyone put things back where they found them? It's not my job to pick up after you. Go. Just go. Stop looking and go.
they go. This won't blow up my damn ship.
You are clear to launch. Quantum drive is now off. Quantum drive is now on.
Howdy, howdy.
What's up, Buck?
Quantum drive is now off.
What are you up to?
Just jumping in for a bit.
Yeah, it's been pretty quiet. Everybody's been AFK so far.
What are you doing?
About to try to fight the Idris again. He keeps popping for me. So we'll see how this goes. I'm gonna kill the trash and I'll go from there. I just did a drug mission for the bunkers. And it seems to be working, but the spawn's a little delayed. It took about, I don't know, 10 minutes to get everything to spawn in, and only one enemy spawned, and only 2 civilians. Last time I did it, I sat there for like 20 minutes and nothing would spawn, so looks like it's kind of sort of working. I like the drug missions. They're kind of slow to blow them all up. You almost need a grenade launcher, to be honest, to do it more efficiently.
Yeah, I've seen people do it with a mining tool.
Really? I didn't know it worked on that.
I think so, and I know I've seen Neo or someone punch them.
Yeah, I just get a heavy machine gun normally, and I just one tap it. But one of my guns bugged out on me a minute ago, and then after I finished it, my ship was gone, and I don't know what happened to it. So I don't know if it blew away or did someone blow it up. I didn't really pay attention to it when I was shooting drugs.
Target destroyed.
When you're shooting drugs.
Well, I was shooting it with my gun, so
I knew what you meant.
I know.
It just sounds bad in case anyone's listening.
Yeah, I'm trying to test out this using the webcam to stream the game. I don't know if it looks alright or not.
Well, I see it there, but I haven't. Let's see if. There, I can maximize it. Yeah, I mean, it looks fine. It's not widescreen.
No, I don't have widescreen.
No, that's fine. I'm just.
Up until I blow up and hit the ground. I don't know. I've had horrible luck lately about freaking not paying attention on planets.
Let's see if I maximize it. Well, now it doesn't matter, I guess.
No, I've been playing around with setting up the webcam through OBS, and then it mirrors it through. When I use the webcam in Discord, it mirrors the OBS software, so I can stream it on YouTube and on Discord at the same time. Basically,
And you're trying to show what's going on with the game, not what you're looking, not you.
Yeah, it's not me. It's just it uses a virtual webcam. Basically, it takes The best way I can describe it is it takes my webcam and captures the game somehow. The best way I can describe it. And then when I go on Discord, it basically you pick up the OBS software instead of your actual webcam.
Yeah,
It's kind of
that makes sense.
it's kind of weird the way you do it. But the really weird part is Discord flip flops the screen, so it inverts it. But on your end, it's regular. But on my end, everything looks backwards. Because the first time I tested it, I thought I had something set wrong, and I wound up logging to my other Discord account because someone said that it inverts it for only the person that streams it. Anyway, it looks straight on y'all's end, but on my end it's backwards. It's inverted, so it kind of
that
throws.
makes sense based on how webcams work.
Yeah, basically what it does is it fixes it so when you move your right hand, you're on the right side of the screen, and then on your end it flip flops, and then it flips back it again. I don't know. Either way,
Are you over here looking at this hole too?
what hole?
Nope, I guess not.
I blew up, so I have no idea. I crashed into the freaking ground again.
I'm at the ASAP terminals.
Yeah, I'm at Grim Hex, so I got to fly back across the system. I think I'm just gonna grab my Eclipse and just gonna torp it, because it seems to be the most efficient way to do it. Maybe I won't have to worry about all the trash.
Well, I'm happy to help you with it if you want, but I don't want to run in on your deal here.
Nah, if we're gonna team up, we can just get into a Redeemer or a Hurricane and just go after it that way. Yeah,
See if my Redeemer. I don't know if I set up my Redeemer since my character was
I don't remember what I think I changed the guns at least on mine, but I don't remember. I know I've got to claim it no matter. I really wish they had I really want a favorites list. I really want one for my ships, so I could set 4 favorites, so they're just at the top. I really hate having to go through and trying to find it every time I'm looking for a ship.
Where's your mission, Hurston?
Yeah, it's in Hurston. I'm in Grim now, but I just claimed my my ship.
My Redeemer's at Hurston, but let me see what I have on it.
Well, if yours is there, I'll just grab a ship real fast and shoot over there. It'll probably be a little easier with the Redeemer than the Hurricane. At least you'll be able to tank some shots a little bit easier.
No, I have. No, I have the ballistics on it yet.
Let me look at my loadout on mine. Wrong shit. Yeah, I've been consistently crashing into the planet lately, trying to dogfight. A lot of times it's the Idris, and I'm more focused on it than where my position, which is not good, but it is what it is. Yeah, I've got repeaters on all my ships, so but it'll be a minute till I can get over there with mine. Yeah, I got about 4.5 minutes before mine will be ready.
Yeah, no worries. We used the ballistics on it at Jumptown. I think Gooch was flying and 2 of us were gunning, and it was really fun using ballistics. We got one fight out of it, but
yeah, the ballistics are fun. Don't get me wrong. If I'm gonna use ballistics on anything, it's gonna be in my Inferno. I love flying the Inferno, hands down. I never fly my Ion hardly, but it's just one of those things that's you're gonna do a lot of damage, but you're not gonna have a lot of fly time. So it's just kind of a catch-22.
Let's see if They have guns here. Ship guns.
Yeah, I don't know why the Idris mission. It seems to be popping like super fast. Like last night when we crashed out, or I crashed out and we finished it, like as soon as it was done another one popped. Oh, well, I got a few minutes. I'm gonna go buy that armor, and I want to post it in initiative as the medium armor is my opinion on what we should have for medium. That's what I went over here earlier and bought the kit, but I got killed a minute ago, so I lost it.
Death and I did a little scouting for the river this morning.
And
Possible areas. I think
Oh,
we have a good
okay.
idea of where it might be.
it's it's supposed to be a Microtech, isn't it?
Put things back
Yeah.
where they found them.
That's
It's
what
not
I
my job
thought
to
of. I
pick
remember
up.
right.
Yeah.
Might as well buy some True Def armor while I'm here waiting.
You got my screen pulled up?
Yeah. Ooh,
I think this should be
Looks really
I
good.
think this should be our medium armor set.
Is the True Def light?
Yeah, the True Def's light. John and Death were looking for an official medium set, and this has always been my favorite armor because it's got a lot of grays and twilight mixed in, and it's got a good blend. It's not overpowering one way or the other.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, but Inquisitor Twilight, that's my vote as far as what I think our. Take a screenshot real fast.
And I like how it leaves the crotch unprotected.
Yep, like all
Like all ours.
explorers.
Makes it obvious.
I didn't grab a Twilight undersuit or
Oh, okay.
a
It's a
gray
white
one.
undersuit.
It's just the white one. Actually, let me grab that. They've got a gray one. I can grab it a little better.
No, it doesn't matter.
It does now.
Sorry. You can't unsee it now.
I can't wait till I can like make pre-made sets and I could just like literally just drag one thing and the whole thing auto equips. That's gonna be
Yep,
so
someday.
nice.
Oh, they have
Yes.
the Inquisitor here too. Ooh, they just have the it's the Inquisitor.
Yeah, it's the Inquisitor Twilight.
They have Raven and Black Steel here. Let's see.
Grimhex is the only place that I remember off the top of my head that has the Twilight of this variant.
I don't know why I'm buying 5 of this variant of armor, which I rarely use.
Yeah, I really don't need to be bringing a whole lot of gear anyway, because I might die anyway. I just was, while I was thinking about it, I wanted to take some screenshot of that gear. I'll probably post it in initiative later on. So I know John and them were talking about it, because they were wanting a heavy and a medium set to be in the ranks, at least an official one.
Is there an Inquisitor helmet?
Yeah, it's the one I was wearing.
Alright, that's what I thought. I'm just not seeing it on their list here.
Yeah, it's actually the Morning Star helmet. Twilight.
Oh, okay, that's it. Morningstar. Yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah, but the helmet really doesn't matter, at least according to the way Death explained it. Basically, it's kind of personal preference on the helmet. It's the rest of the kit, you know, you want to all be kind of on the same mindset, I guess. It's so bad that every time I pull my ship, I always forget where it is by the time I get to the elevator. You should be proud of
No,
me, man.
it's normal. I always turn around looking for the marker for which seems like a minute.
I thought that was just me, but apparently not.
Nope. And then when I see where it is, I usually hit hangar 1 or hangar 2 rather than pad 1 or pad 2.
Yeah, I know the feeling. Yeah, I kind of think we should go with the that newer armor, heavy armor that came out. I kind of feel like that might not be a bad one for the initiative as well, even though it doesn't really have Twilight per se. But I think it's probably one of the better looking heavies.
Aegis combat system activated. Systems green.
Yeah, that looks good. It looks good in blue. Now, I'm watching your stream now, full screen, and it doesn't look, to me, it doesn't look like HD or anything like that. It looks like maybe webcam level of resolution.
Yeah, it may
Which isn't
be.
a complaint. It's not a complaint. It's just so you know what I'm seeing.
Yeah,
And I
that's
don't hear any sound from it.
really.
Yeah, I don't think so. Let's see, yeah, I have the sound turned all the way up.
Yeah, I may go back to the other way of doing it, where I was doing it separate, but I was just testing it out.
Initiated. Quantum travel complete.
guess I should go sell my refinery jobs before the patch hits in the next week or two, assuming it launches somewhat on time.
Yeah, someone was asking me when it was going to be.
The rumor I've been hearing is going to be toward the end of March, early April, maybe. Maybe, but you know, it could launch before that. Of all I know, you never know. I just assume it's going to be toward the end of March, unless something major blows up with it. I don't even remember what are they supposed to be having in 17 other than the rivers and the mining gadget supposedly.
Well, the Hull A and the what's the other one? Scorpius.
Does it come out in 17? I was thinking it'd be closer to Invictus when it comes out, but maybe not.
Well, it may, but it's
Rumored.
listed for 17.
That's good. I mean, I actually am looking forward to having an additional heavy fighter that might be comparable to the rest to kind of spice it up a little bit. It gets a little dull that everybody runs the Vanguard series or the Hurricane, basically.
Yeah, I think my sense is it'll probably go into Evocati in the next week or two, because I think most of the things that are in here were supposed to be in the 3.16 patch.
Yeah, I mean,
So I think most of it's
they showed
mostly
a
done.
well, they showed like a trailer with the mining gadget, which makes me think that it probably was ready during 16, but they held it back for one reason or another, possibly to have it for 17 to have more content, other than just one ship coming out basically in a river. I mean, I can speculate with the best of them though. Yep.
Yeah, and I think they just wanted to keep that patch stable, and if they put a whole bunch of stuff in it, it wasn't going to be stable. So, all right, 3.17. Oh, new head textures, the new hospital at Lorville. They're going to do variations on clinics. All the clinics are going to be individual, I think, instead of all being the same. Coffee shop vendor, mining gadgets, refueling, selling item to shops, and rivers, and the Scorpius and the Hull A. So everything's committed except the two ships. So
Well, I just think the Hull H is way overpriced. Where are you at Everest Harbor, or where are you situated at?
yeah, I'm at Everest Harbor.
All right, let me. You want to shoot? You want to make a party?
Yeah, I'll make one. Invite sent.
Initiated.
Let's see, how close are you?
Quantum travel initiated. Quantum travel complete.
Do you need to set a spawn here or anything, or are you just gonna head out?
I'm just gonna roll with it.
All right.
If I die, I die. If you want to just head to a pad, I'll just pick you up over there.
Yep. That's what I'm doing. Alright, I'm right by your ship. No matter how hard I try to be gentle, it never works.
Yeah, I kind of wish they would have like some type of magnetic boots or something. When you get close enough, you could activate it or something. You fully on?
It's unclear. I'm bleeding now.
I don't think I have a medical gun on me. I don't. I see sparks on the. Yeah, your body's like bouncing on the outside of the ship or partially in the wall. I can't tell.
Maybe that's why I can't tell where I'm going because I'm bouncing
I'm
around.
gonna try to pull forward and see what happens.
Alright. Boy, I really wish.
Shields from the fire.
Really wish I had a med pen on me right now.
I don't know what happened, but the turrets just started shooting me.
Yeah, I think you injured me.
I don't. I mean, I don't have a crime stat though.
Yeah. Not yet.
Not yet.
Oh, you get out of there.
Yeah.
I have about 10 seconds to live.
Okay. I'm just gonna call the land, and we'll go from there. It might be a little easier.
Right. Okay, party member. Charges will be automatically ignored. Okay, I'm gonna ignore it.
Please proceed to assigned landing.
Okay, decline. Well. Yeah, I must have got stuck in a wall or
Request has already
something.
been granted.
There's a woman standing in my bed.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
Well, so much for that set of new armor.
That's why you don't bring fancy new things to battle.
I know that, but I just
I did the same thing. I mean,
tried to do it this time.
I'm wearing brand new armor too, so I can't say much.
All right, were you able to land?
Yeah, I'm about to touch down now. Let me see if I can see the hangar without getting out of my ship. That's the real trick. I think it says patch 6 or 5. I can't really say. I think it's 6.
All right. I'll just leave my corpse. Probably die trying to get it.
I know when I've been having where my corpse just isn't there. Like it never shows up after I get killed lately. I don't know the reasoning for it.
Huh, what's that noise?
I don't hear any noise.
Sounds like a techno beat or guns firing
It
when I
popped.
got to the pad.
I don't know. No more missiles have been shot at me.
All right.
I should probably have repaired my or restocked my countermeasures, but well, I've
You want
already
me in top or bottom?
wherever you feel most comfortable is fine with me. You just let me know which one you're in so I can position.
Dismiss it again.
I'll be in the bottom. Let's try that.
I mean, I think I killed about half of the trash, maybe a little over that. So most of them should be dead, I think. Oh. What's up, Crooked?
Contact.
Hey, Cricket.
What's going on?
Trying to kill Idris in a second.
We're in a test fire here.
It is quite agitating that they keep spawning these Idrises on the planet. It's quite difficult to deal with them.
Get a boarding party together.
I might have to turn you up. I can't really hear you, Crooked. You seem low.
I can't really hear what you're saying because I have this noise repeating in my headset. It's pretty loud.
Shields under fire.
Psst.
out on Friday what a Galderine is. Is he on the ground?
Yeah, he looks like he's sitting on top of the ground. See how many turrets start shooting, I guess, first, but
Do you want to sub-target anything specific?
if he gets off the ground, I would probably say he could focus maybe one of the engines or something, but I would just hit whatever you can hit right now.
Maybe we should board it.
If you want to try to board it, I'll land us down there and go for it. I haven't done that on atmosphere before, but I was never able to take over the ship. I didn't really know how to do that.
I don't either, but
You got a line of sight to it?
yeah, I'm good.
I don't know what's going on with them. Take
We ran out
advantage of it, I
fuel
guess.
and the amount of time it took us to get back to him.
Are you firing? Because I can't see your shots if you are.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for the capacitors to refill.
So this is what really happens when you bring an interest in atmosphere. You can't move.
Compelling gameplay.
Yeah, this is.
Wait, did you give me the mission?
Probably not. Hang on.
I'll cover him while you get that. Thank you.
I'm hoping he starts moving, but I'm got my reservations at this point. His back shields are pretty much done or down.
Hello again, Crooked.
Yeah, my internet crapped out on me as soon as I started logging in the game.
It's alright. It's pretty slow tonight. Nobody's really been on. Buck's the first one that's joined since I've been on, at least for the last little bit, at least.
I was scared for a minute that Discord had crashed again.
Yeah, I think I missed that party.
It was out for a couple hours. I think it was a couple hours. After an hour, I decided to have a nap.
Yeah, Buck broke the mission. It's easy mode.
I did. We slid the PvE slider all the way to easy.
Yeah, well, I think it's like, oh, he brought a Redeemer. It's GG.
I thought the difficulty just changed based off of the threat that it encountered.
Maybe so. I mean, this would be a lot better if it was in the daytime. I could see a little better.
Ooh, I think we broke something.
I think you guys should go in on foot and see how many railgun shots it takes.
If I had brought a railgun, I would be down, but I did not bring a gun with me.
I think we should go in on foot and try to board it.
You want to? Why not? It's upside. You know, I think it's upside down. Yeah, it is. See the hatch? Yeah, it's up. It's
How do you
upside.
get in there? How do you get in there? Do you have any idea?
I clipped into the wall one time by one of the ports, but it's been a while. I think that's why he can't move is because he's upside down. Let me see where the railgun's at. If it,
Should be in the front, right?
yeah. I mean, I know that, but I wanted to see if it was like because it's a chin gun. Yeah, it's upside down. The whole that's probably why he can't get off the ground. And all of his guns point up, I think, and not on the bottom of the ship for the most part.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes. I just don't know if we can. You wanna? I'm gonna drop. If you want to get out, I'll hover over the belly. If you want to try to jump on off, because I don't know if I can land on top of this thing or not. I can give it a shot though.
Right. Well, I'm gonna grab one of these beers down here before I go.
Yeah, this is like super unstable to land on because the whole ship is jiggling. Let me get closer before you bail out. I'm a little off the ground.
Okay, I can't really see anything. Okay. See cargo hangar. Alright, I'm gonna jump.
All right. Are you? Did you survive?
Nope.
That was interesting.
Yeah.
I landed on the Idris and I blew off of the ship and died when I landed on the ground.
That was crazy.
Alright.
I will continue the mission at hand. Maybe I can blow all the engines off, so it definitely can't move. Yeah, I think that's exactly what. I don't know how it got turned upside down. But Gooch was telling me the other night that he had one and it spawned inside of a cave or some shit.
That seems like a problem that would just sort itself out given enough time.
Probably so.
Just sit there and wait for the explosion. Gotta be a collision nightmare.
It just takes forever to get through the shields on these things.
Now I have your sound, Seabot.
Well, I changed it. I changed it to live instead of my camera thing. Back to traditional, I guess. Can you change the missile racks on the Redeemer, Buck? Have you ever tried?
I haven't.
I was just curious because it's got size 2s, but I was curious if you could put size 1 racks on it.
I have a feeling it's bespoke, but
I would think so as well, being the size of the ship and the way it's designed.
alright, I can't get out of bed. shields are back up.
Yep.
No, that's a bummer.
I'll get the side shields down if I just keep pressing. If you get an Eclipse buck, you could probably torp it and you won't miss.
I do not have an Eclipse.
Yeah, I think when Invictus comes around, I think I'm going to pick me up a Sentinel.
And I'm pretty sure I could miss.
Oh, I was point blank. Other night when I was using my Eclipse, my targeting was screwed up with my Eclipse. Like it would lock on, but I wouldn't get the green circle, even though I was within range. It would just stay red, and so I decided to dumbfire on point blank, and only like 1 out of the 3 hit point blank. So it just it just depends how good your luck is, I guess. Cannot imagine trying to do this in actual combat with this thing flying around and shooting back. If it takes this long to break through it by yourself.
Next time we gotta get him to spawn on the light side.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure.
Hey, Blackbeard.
What's up, man?
Hydrogen fuel at 75%.
You hear me?
Yep,
Yeah,
I
we
hear
got you, man.
What are you guys up to?
Killed an Idris that decided to turn itself upside down on a planet, and it can't move.
You guys get inside of it?
Buck tried to get on the belly and got blown off by the wind when I landed on top of the belly of it. This probably wouldn't be a good test to try to do that. You really need to be in space to do it
was a
proper.
good test, but it failed.
Yeah, well, it'd be easier if you can EVA around it in space instead of trying to do it on planet side. The thing's so big, you almost have to be moved around with a ship.
Alright, I'm coming in behind you.
Yeah, well, just focus on the side that I got the shields down.
What's up, Crooked?
Kinda.
Watch, man. What are you up to? You out mining?
Yeah, I'm doing the impossible mining mission.
What
Yeah, what's
the?
that?
Was 100% mole?
No, I'm doing 100% prospector for everything that you can mine. I'm currently about to start working on Terranite.
You have more patience than I will ever have.
I found a garden of Quantanium on Microtech today. 35% rock in it. Yes.
I did see something interesting the other day that somebody was trying to sell a garden in the general chat for Quantanium.
Not a bad idea.
It's not, and until somebody shows up with all their friends and kill you and take the spot and don't pay you anything. So, I mean,
I think you grossly underestimate the caliber of people that play this game. Everyone is
Oh.
friendly and helpful and always willing to share.
well, I mean, I'm not saying that you couldn't have a reputation of selling good intel, and if people know that, you know, you'll have people will trust you and so on and so on. But you're taking a lot of faith. But you also, if someone screws you over, you know not to, you know, to work with them again. So it's kind of a tit for tat kind of thing.
You know, when this thing goes, we might be a little close.
I'm willing to take the risk. I should be shooting in third person too.
cool thing. The one we were working on last night was in the light, and you could really see the smoke coming out of it, which I don't think I ever saw in space. That black smoke. Are you out of missiles?
Yeah, I used them long ago.
Alright, I have full load.
I mean, if you want to blind fire them at point blank, go for it. I'll get back a little bit if you need me to.
Initiate engine storage procedure. Your safety will be
Alright, I'm locked on.
Yeah, go for it.
Initiating ship storage procedure. Your safety will be
Second volley. Third volley.
This is where the missile boat would have been really nice right now.
Well, I guess we don't need to worry about his shield. I was going to say I could try EMPing his shields down.
EMP will do component damage.
Yeah. At this point, he can't really do anything other than knock his shields
Right.
out. But we got one face down, so as long as we focus, it's not a big deal.
But EMP will destroy the coolers, which will make everything else blow up.
Good idea.
And prevent the shields from regenerating.
Well, he's dead, so it don't matter at this point.
That's amazing. That was fucking cool looking.
That was awesome on the ground.
Yeah, visibility is awful over here.
Not sure I even got credit for that. Not that I want it, but
I saw Arlington pop up, but I didn't really pay attention to it, to be honest.
I think when I went out to menu and came back in, I didn't take the mission again. Blackbeard, what are you up to?
Shopping. I just went out and bought some more armor, resupplied some more guns, ammo, food, undersuits, attachments.
Just that you say you're anticipating that you're going to lose gear. That's what I hear.
Just being prepared.
No, I got enough to stock a ship, so when ground team comes in and they're not prepared, I got shit for them.
Sounds like logistics. The Witcher team is looking for a logistics officer.
No, I'm okay on that. That's too much. Like today, I was supposed to. I had about 5 guys that were willing to do like a cave or a bunker mission, and we were gonna do some shit like barbecue was gonna fly his Valkyrie. I had three dragonflies. We were gonna do like a vehicle drop, move in on a fucking move on a position, clear it, and then like the last guy that you kill would have been like treat him as like a HVT. So we would have like grabbed him, went in, killed him, then use our tractor beams to haul him out for confirmation, and bring him back to the ship type shit. Make a little event inside of a mission. But so I went out and bought I bought a C2. I bought I bought 6 Cyclones. I got 2 RTs, 2 AAs, 1 RN, which is the recon one. Has a better scanner. And then I have a racing one for when we do Rumble racing.
You have been shopping.
Yeah. Then I bought a ballista. So last night I was trying to see how many vehicles I could fit into the vehicle, like into the C2 before it despawned. I got 5. I was able to get 5. Then on I got 4 on the 5th one to despawn. So I was like, all right. Then I got a Valkyrie that I want to pretty much like stack out with like ammo and firepower. Because there's nowhere to put
I think
wardrobe.
there's a
and shit.
workaround for that. I think if you leave a dead body in your ship,
Well, me and Gooch tested this like 6 months ago, and he had an 890, and I was flying the 890, and I was probably about, I don't know, maybe 10 clicks or so from the station, and he would blood warp basically back to the station. He would keep pulling like Merlins and small vehicles, and we had like a dozen of only his vehicles in the ship, and none of them despawned. And that's the only time I've ever done it, but I haven't ever had a chance to do more testing. You know, and you pretty much you couldn't really do it with ground vehicles. It's not real practical. I mean, I guess you could land, have a bed and fly someone back and forth. What's that, Cricket?
Was able to spawn more than 3.
Yeah, we had probably 4 razors, probably 3 or 4 arrows. I mean, we had we literally had probably close to a dozen vehicles in the 890, and they were all Gooch's. Not a single one was mine. But I've never got around to testing it again to see if that still works or if it could be replicated.
Well, we tried it when we were trying to do the thing for Monday mining, where we had one person spawn multiple moles, and you could just fly by the station and sell the contents without actually landing. And you couldn't pull more than 3 unless someone was in the pilot seat.
Well,
So
I think that's the
pilot seat, it was fine, but as soon as somebody got out, it would despawn.
well. Say
Like,
that's
you got off the ship, rather.
Well, that's kind of what we got out of it. As long as somebody stayed in the ship, like physically in the ship, not necessarily the cockpit, but was in the ship, it seemed to keep the vehicles there. But
Well, maybe that's what it was, since the ship was inside of another ship that he owned.
But
He didn't.
I think as long somebody has to physically be in the ship because they're basically holding that as a you're basically holding up the place for that vehicle because if not you would just be spit out. I'm not saying you can't won't be, but we've done it before and I haven't got a chance to test it again to see if it could be replicated. But that was months ago. That was probably like 6 patches ago when we did that. I mean, it'd be easy to do. We just need to get somebody that's got like a C2 and get them to pull, their C2 and then like 3 fighters or something, and keep them about 10 clicks or so from the station and just set that station as their spawn.
Yeah, I spawned. I was only about 600 meters off the station. I pretty much went outside the armistice zone and landed the C2. Then I was able to. I pulled 1 ballista, 2 RTs, and 1 AA. Then on the fifth vehicle, my C2 just spawned.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
Okay, thanks. Your first proceed.
That request has already been granted. Please proceed to assigned landing bay. Landing complete. Have a pleasant stay.
All right, guys, I want to head off. You guys have a good night.
All right, see ya.
See ya, Blackbeard.
How's the hunt going, Crooked?
Terrible. Terranite spawns in very low percentages.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm surprised. Well, I'm not really that surprised, but it's a worthy goal, I guess, that I don't want to do.
Yeah, I don't know that I'm gonna. I think Terranite and Borace are gonna be no goes.
I mean, the only way, what you should do is y'all should set up a mining Monday where y'all literally just all scattered all over the place and look for just that to see if you can get your thing done. Have people in the belt, have people on different systems, different moons, all over. And then when they find shit, they can call you and you come over there and scoop it or break it or whatever. I think that's the only way you're realistically probably going to find enough potentially to do that.
Well, it isn't. It isn't the finding it that's the problem.
Oh, I know it's the percent and the breaking.
I don't think it's. I don't think it spawns in high enough percentages to let you get 100% piece. Like I just broke this rock, and you don't even have to do a second break on it. And this was almost every rock I've found that had Terranite was like under 2%. It's 1 point something. And I just found one that was 3%. And the highest piece that came off of that break is one that has 16% Terranite in it. And you can't break it down any further, so I really don't think I'm going to be able to do it.
Yeah. It's really disappointing that, I mean, you have Quantanium that comes in, 20, 30, 40% rocks. And then some of these really low, cheap shit, or not necessarily cheap, but other materials, you can't hardly get higher than 2% or 3%. It's just, it's unusually high for Quantanium, I guess, compared to the rest of some of the other stuff.
Two of the worst ones I've done have been the aluminum and titanium. Not because they're not abundant, but the distribution is horrible. It is like it's like the rocks I find are marbled with that ore. It isn't chunks of it in there. So everything you break is just scattered. With it.
I just would like to see them have more resources that would be in higher percentages more consistently, like some of the other ones is all I'm saying. If then they need to bring some other ones up to the same level, at least has the chance to find them in higher percentages, or they need to bring the other ones down to kind of balance them out.
I just think it should be random. I mean, they could have it skewed where it isn't super often, but like I think you should be able to find 100%, 7,000 mass chunk of Quantanium.
Oh, I agree.
Chunk of Quantanium, or whatever. Like they should all have. I don't know why it's locked to 50%.
Or that, like Clio is good for aluminum and titanium or something like that. Like, because of its.
I mean, it'd be
how
not.
it was formed, it would be like better than the rest, right?
Yeah, well, like Lyria is the hotbot for Quantanium. I'd like to see like different moons have similar situations where like aluminum super high quantity, super high mass. Same principle, just in different locations.
They do have the spawn probability is higher for different things in different locations, but the percentage doesn't seem to be affected.
And a lot of it, I think they're going to wait till they get further along before they're really going to be. Because I really would like to. I can't wait till like they're going to come out and say, okay, we need aluminum, somewhere, and then you need to haul it to one of these locations. I can't wait till they have shit like that, where it actually gives you a reason to go after these other resources that are normally worthless, but maybe worth more than Quantanium potentially. Where as long as you have it refined and ready to be shipped.
Yeah. Well, they're also going to have it where it's like there's veins or areas of the moon where it's more plentiful, and then it'll dissipate as you mine it out. And you'll have to go to a different area on the moon, and it'll be a while before it starts respawning.
Yeah, and they're already starting to do that, I think, with Quantania, where it's getting overmined in certain areas where you'll have no, like I mean, I've literally spent 2 hours and I couldn't find higher than like 10% on anything. And but from what Rob was saying, is we're speculating that if one side of the moon's overmined, the other side should have fresher spawns, which I haven't really tried to confirm, but that's at least that's the rumor. And someone explained to me why there's one console at New Deal. Just,
What are you buying?
the Tana is what I'm planning on
Oh
buying.
yeah, I thought you were gonna buy that last night.
Yeah, well, I never got around to it. Like many things.
That's a player, I think.
Yeah, he is, and he's in my way.
How good did that just feel? No rush like flying a cruise ship.
We're sorry. You exceeded the allotted time to depart. We will have to return your ship to storage.
Welcome to New Deal.
Initiating ship storage procedure. For your safety, please vacate the area. Thank you for your cooperation.
Definitely take a look around. Got some great stuff in stock.
Initiating ship storage procedure. For your safety, please vacate the area. Thank you for your cooperation.
So you can take the Toshima turrets off the core if you don't need them on there. Now look at the two size 3s.
Yeah, let me pull it up on Urkel real quick. I had pulled it up, but I can't remember all what I was going to put on there. Yeah, because the mounts are kind of weird on this one. So
I think actually I think it's two size 2s, and I think the Gilroy gives you one size 3, and the Toshima gives you two size 2s. If I remember right.
yeah, so that one gives me two size 2.
jump off. Yeah, have a good one.
All right, man.
See,
Trespassing or attempting to trespass on train tracks is a serious and dangerous offense. Next stop, Central Station. Just disembark before boarding.
Those ready to take their career to the next level, be sure to apply for Parsons' annual management training intensive, a 5-day course that will change your life.
oh shit.
Find something juicy.
Yeah. So I left Walla where they have the highest spawn rate for Terranite, and I went to Magda, which is like the second best spawn rate, and the percentages are much higher. I might be able to do this shit after all.
Little luck never hurts.
I still think Borace is going to be my Achilles heel, though. That's going to be the one that just there is no end.
See, that's quitter talk, man, when we don't like quitter talk.
I just said it was going to be impossible, not that I wasn't going to still try to do it.
You been working on any more videos, Crooked? Crooked, you been working on any more videos since your last one?
No, not yet. Kind of giving it a break for a bit. I mean, I'm playing with some ideas for the fueling video I gotta make.
Yeah, I posted one on Prison Escape, but on my channel, so it's not nearly as elaborate and fancy as yours, but you know.
What do you mean my videos are pretentious?
Well, I mean, you got like this awesome intro and like it's quirky, and that's not what mine is.
Yeah, I want to do some. I really want to do some like a parody news show where it's me and whoever. Like, I could even rotate and have different guests on, and we just talk about bullshit news in the verse.
I mean, I mean, a lot of ways, I would just love to have like, you know how like a lot of times we'll have like all of us will have basically we're just theory crafting. I just want to have like those conversations, just post them like Vanguard podcast or something. Just all of us just talk, you know, just like me, Gooch, or you, or who, you know, not like a ton of people, but like, you know, eight or so people or whatever, and just everybody just kind of giving their 2 cents and like, you know, however it goes down. Especially when Gooch gives his like awesome explanation how that's just never gonna work. It's just great.
Yeah. Like, basically, everything they've said they're gonna do, it's impossible. Fucking fuck, man.
Don't take my fire.
Before I open my checkbook.
It's too late for that now.
That's quitter talk.
Yeah, well, I'm trying like right now. I've been trying to start streaming like every time I play, so when things happen, I can go back and get the footage.
Yeah, I used to do that, but I record in 4K, and that shit eats up disk space like nobody's business. And
Well,
it's very, very time consuming to go back through footage. So, and what I did all during security week was I would record, and then the next day before the next event, I would go through and scrub the footage and just cut, and I'm just made like little clips of, you know, whatever the cool shit was,
yeah.
so that whenever came time to do the full thing, instead of, you know, a 2-hour video, I had, you know, 13 minutes of clips that I had pulled from it.
Yeah, that was like the last day of Jumptown. I don't know if you saw the video or not, but I was pulling boxes pretty much the whole day while everybody else was dogfighting, and but I had the rocket launcher with me, and we were getting like
Oh yeah, the Eclipse. I see that one.
yeah. I was like, I was just like best moment of all of Jumptown was that one. Been able to freaking rocket a freaking Eclipse. I was like, yeah, that's up there. But if I hadn't been like just streaming just when I was playing, I wouldn't have had that footage, you know.
Yeah.
It's just one of those things. So I've been trying to get in the habit of recording every time I play lately.
Yeah, I just need to get I haven't even looked at what size storage you can get now.
Well, I mean, you don't necessarily have to record it. I mean, you could always just stream it and then clip that footage. It's easier if you
Yeah.
record it.
Yeah.
Or actually, it'd be better if you did both, recorded and streamed it. So you already have it stored on a disk. I was actually looking at hard drives, but I know if you do like a 4 or 5 hour stream potentially, I mean that's going to eat up a shit ton of. I mean, I wouldn't be able to stream in 4K because of my graphics card probably.
Yeah, I'm just if I had a place to, I mean, I have two 1 terabyte M.2s, and one of them I run the game on, the other one is the one I record to, and then I pull it off of there and I move it to one of my. I have two 4 terabyte SSDs. But even then, that's still not nearly enough.
No, you need like a 10 or 12 terabyte easy if you're going to be recording large, long files.
And Magda is so flat in some areas. And this is a garden. "13 rock."
If they've got any good ones sprinkled in.
Hoping they all have Terranite. At 20% or more.
Just be happy if you get one rock that's good out of 13.
Nah, wrong kind of deposits. spent right around 12 hours getting the full load of Vexilite. Not all in one go, but total time 12 hours.
Yeah.
wasn't supposed to be here today. Why can't anyone put things back where they found them? It's not my job to pick up after you. Go. Just go. Stop looking and go.
This might work out. I'm already up to 12.5 SCU of Terranite.
Nice.
Everybody up to
Doing some FPS.
Quantum drive is now on. Quantum drive is now off. Quantum drive is now on.
It's Gooch.
Quantum drive is now off.
So what are you working on, Gooch?
I've been fighting with my graphics card all day. trying to figure out why.
Just accept it.
I mean, it's like almost unplayable in Dying Star, for instance, where I can play on my original or on my old PC, and that's fine.
Let me ask you this, and just shot in the dark. Have you tried pulling your old graphics card and putting it in the new computer to see if it doesn't do it? I mean, because it's possible it could be something with the graphics card, but I'm just guessing. Because you said it wasn't doing it on the old computer, right?
But sorry, I heard. Let me ask you this. Did, and then I rebooted my computer.
You. And I was gonna say, you didn't happen to try changing your graphics card, like take your old one and put in your new system to see if it still does it?
No. That's kind of where I've just been going through a bunch of different kind of steps. So I downloaded MSI Afterburner, and I've been playing around with like downclocking it to see if maybe there was something with the way like it was power managing was not right. But I've been monitoring temps and everything, and like everything seems fine. It runs like shit in Star Citizen. My next steps are like the 3D mark scores, like all of that stuff is fine. Falls like, so I ran like the benchmarks and stuff for it, and it fell right in like kind of the average range for where the card should be and the system spec should be. So that was all fine. Like everything seems to be checking out. Like all the diagnostic stuff I do, everything runs fine. And that's across the whole system, not just the card, right? But I've been playing around with like overclocking, underclocking, card, seeing what will happen. My latest thing is to try. I wanted to try an older driver, so I went back a couple driver versions. So now we have there, so I don't think it's going to.
Piece of shit.
But like, basically like what happens in Dying Star, I'm getting like 8 frames per second in Dying Star. I get much better performance in Broken Moon. But the weird thing about Dying Star is like, so the other thing that's weird is what the game reports as my FPS versus like so there's 2 FPS numbers. There's your 99% FPS, and then there's your like current FPS. My current FPS is always reporting like 50 to 60 frames per second, but my 99% is like 8 to 10. So, and I don't understand how that could be. Like, how can it always be telling me that that my current frames per second is in the high 50s to like low 80s, but it's telling me that 99% of the time I'm getting 8 to 10 frames per second. So like there's this huge disparity between those two numbers, and like I don't understand how that's possible.
I don't know. It's kind of weird. Like, I don't normally look at my frames like on any game I play because I really don't care what they are. And I mean, unless it's really, really bad, that's the only time I actually will look it up if I get it consistently. But on the normally, I never look at that stuff. But I mean, if you're getting 8 or 10 frames, that's you can't really play it. I mean, if you're not getting at least like 25 plus, it's borderline of being flaky at best.
Yeah, and on my other machine, like in the same thing, like the disparity just isn't there. Like I'll have, you know, it'll tell me my current is 45 and my average is 37, you know, which that, you know, that seems totally plausible to me, but you know, it's this huge disparity that I just don't understand. Yeah, like right now it's telling me I'm getting like 70 and on the low, but my average is like 15. So I've been messing with like every setting I could possibly imagine, changing, literally fiddling with everything I can. Next thing was to just try like an older.
I mean, I'll be honest, I would try changing the graphics card. I'd swap my older graphics card into the new machine and see if it still happens. If it doesn't, then you know it's the graphics card issue. If it's still doing it, then I would lean into it could be a motherboard problem or even a RAM problem for that matter. I mean, I'm just guessing on the rest. The graphics switch would be the simplest thing to try.
Yeah, the next thing I'm gonna do is I want to download like a different game and just see like, am I seeing the same behavior in a different game, right? And if I'm not getting the other thing that's weird about it is like it's very specifically like really, really bad in Dying Star, but like in the other ones, you know, in Broken Moon or the PU, it's certainly not unplayable, but it's pretty bad. Like, I mean, in Broken Moon it's actually fine, and sometimes it feels great in Broken Moon. Yeah, the next thing I was gonna do is try to download like Cyberpunk or something and pull it up and see how it does. And then I can start messing around with some other things. Yeah, this isn't what I wanted to be dealing with. I wanted my new machine to just be amazing. It's not. It's incredibly frustrating.
Should have got an Apple.
Should have waited for my Dell.
You'd still be waiting.
Yeah, I wouldn't even know. Wouldn't even. See, that's the thing. I'd be still sitting here thinking that it was going to be great. I'd be like 5 weeks away from my disappointment.
There's no disappointment with Dell, man. You would have been satisfied. Potentially.
Maybe.
What company did you buy your new computer through?
It's a Newegg build.
Okay. I was just wondering.
Like Newegg, it's not like a reseller, it's actually a Newegg. like one of their.
See, I've never bought like any computers from some of these other sites. I've always just bought like an Alienware or built it myself. I mean, I've had probably two. I think I've had two Alien. Yeah, I've had two Alienwares over the years, and they were great. I never had any problems with them. I had them for like 4 or 5 years, both of them, before I upgraded to something better. But that was pre what we got now.
You know, you could just use your old system for Star Citizen and your new one to run Discord and shit.
Good.
Sounds like a disservice to the new system.
Yeah. 3090. And I'll use it for web browsing.
Were you playing any other games on your, I guess, your old... I'm kind of curious what games you could play that you could use as a test, you know.
That's what that's the next step, right? Is I'm gonna grab I'm grabbing, you know, I'm gonna pull down like Cyberpunk and I'll run Cyberpunk, see how that looks in comparison. Yeah, and it's possible. The other thing, like, it's entirely possible that this is a Star Citizen on, like, latest gen hardware issue.
Are you on, is that computer on Windows 11?
Not yet. That's one option that I could try, is to upgrade it to Windows 11, but it was something I didn't want to do.
No, I assumed since it was a new, it would have been on 11 already.
No, they sent it on 10, I assume, because they didn't want it Yeah, because there's just problems with Windows 11 and games and stuff.
Well, that's true for any new operating system that comes out.
Yeah, I think it's just too new for them at this point. So
Have you tried going in and trying to do an update on your BIOS to make sure everything's up to date?
I was looking at the BIOS and they're from December. So it's not. I hadn't gotten into look to see if there was a more up-to-date BIOS, but I mean, I assume December is not like it's not like it was December 2018. You know?
Yeah, I mean, if it's that new, it should be fine, I would think, unless something major happened. It almost sounds like it could be something on Star Citizen side, to be honest. That's something that's not.
I'm starting to think that it's a Star Citizen specific problem. That there's something about whatever it is.
Certain hardware is not jiving in their shit, basically.
Yeah, that's my current theory is that it's something like that. But I'm gonna pull down a couple of these games and run them up to full settings. You pull that Metro Exodus on a remastered version of Metro Exodus with ray tracing and everything all turned up to max, and that game melts CPUs or GPUs. What's interesting too is like my old card, like it runs at 85 Celsius. Like that's just its happy place and where it's always ran. But this new one is hardly even getting spun up, like, and it's at like, and I think that's one of the interesting things about it is like the GPU is almost never peaking at 99%, like almost never, and it stays around like 68 Celsius, but there's no other bottlenecking anywhere in the system that I can see. The CPU is like very underutilized, GPU is underutilized, the RAM is all underutilized, like everything is underutilized, but I'm getting shit performance. And I don't understand that.
Well, if that's true, then Gooch is underutilized, and I'm not standing for that shit.
That's right. I've got the semi-final and then final tournament match coming up, and I have to have this shit worked out.
All these robbing bastards.
Yeah, so I'm looking at mine right now. You had me
Searched
curious.
all over this moon and found me a nice rock. And I broke it, and 2 of the pieces are translucent and unscannable.
Move
Evil
away.
bastards. Where you been, Crooked? Haven't seen you on very much the last couple of days.
I've been kind of taking a break a little bit. I've been on in the morning a little bit. I realized I hadn't talked to my evening crowd much, so I thought I'd drop in a little bit today.
So unloved. And I was really getting hopeful that this drug mission was going to be working, and looks like it's busted again.
We tried it. Space Knight tried it earlier, and
It worked for me earlier, but it took like 15 minutes for all the packages to spawn in.
we had packages. We broke them all. We broke.
Yeah, I did too. But this is the second one. I did one in I think it was in Hurston, maybe. It might have been Crusader. I just saw it. Where the hell did you go? I don't know. This stuff still hasn't spawned in for me. But this what happened to me a while back. I get about another 5 minutes. If nothing spawns, I'm just gonna leave. In some ways, I wish the drugs were like this. Or you come to one of these missions where they got boxes everywhere, and you have to take them up the elevator and take them to the ship and load them up.
I think it would be cool if those were worth a lot more money.